Well, good morning. This morning we read 1 Peter chapter 5. Begins with an exhortation to elders, that elders are to be shepherds of God's flock, watch over them, taking care of them, keeping them together as a flock, not for dishonest gain. There's some these days who seem to regard starting a church as a way of getting a second income. This is never the case. We are called by God. God wants us to take care of his people. Some lord it over the flock of God, demanding access to every area of their lives. There's a line between legitimate discipline of the church, keeping the flock together, keeping the flock in order, keeping it on the best grazing land, and lording it over. One of the ways you can tell is if you're lording it over, is it to get your own way or to build up yourself, or is it genuinely for the good of the flock? Those who care for the flock will receive a reward from the chief shepherd when he appears. We should always regard ourselves as under shepherds, those working under the Lord. Then there's a command to church members, to the rest of the church: don't build yourself up with pride, but humble yourself. Stay humble, submit to the elders, listen to what they say. They've got training, experience, therefore God has appointed them. So humble yourself under the Lord, and he'll lift you up in due time. Cast your care on him. Be alert that the devil may be around. Be ready to stand firm in your faith, whatever persecution comes you're facing, and God will reward you. There's coming a day when the Lord will restore you and glorify those who have glorified him. And then he closes it. There's a little clue to when we read the book of Revelation. There's a helpful little hint here. She who is in Babylon, chosen together with you, sends her greetings. Well, Babylon had ceased to be a real city by this time. So what was he talking about? Clearly talking about Rome. The early Christians used Babylon as a form of code for Rome. So we can take that into the book of Revelation when we get there. But for now, commands to elders to care for the flock, commands to people to submit to elders, warnings to be alert, to resist the devil, to cast your anxiety on the Lord, to trust him to finally reward us. The Lord bless you today.